On my show now, it's always a pleasure to get artists and singers on my show, just trying to get their music out there. And joining me, none other now, we have Milena Galasso joining me on my show. That's a lovely name. How are we doing, Milano, sorry.
Milena, hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you? It's
Yeah,
really
I'm not.
nice chatting to
Nice
you.
chatting to you. Great times for you because you have a new single out. First of all, how you doing, and where are you based at the moment in the world?
I am based in London, and yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I just finished teaching my last lesson of the day, so ready to have some time off.
Great. I think all musicians need a bit of time out, just to recharge their batteries because it can be a roller coaster of a ride doing music, can't it?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I feel like I never have time off, you
Mm,
know what I mean?
mm.
So I have to really, make time
Yeah.
for my time off.
So London has London always been a big part of your life? I know you may have roots in like other countries, like where you were born originally.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was born and raised in Italy. My mom's from Serbia, so I'm like half Italian, half Serbian. And I moved to London 3 years ago, so fairly
Mm.
recently during COVID. And that's where I started working on my original music, like for real.
Brilliant. How's London life treating you at the moment?
Treating me well. It's really freezing these days. It's really cold. Like I just wish I was somewhere else, like at the beach.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm happy to be here. Like, I never get bored. There's always like a cool opportunity or an open mic or a show I can play. So it's really exciting. I'm really happy to be here.
That's good. Great to hear it. And has music always been part of your life? Were you always just born to do music?
I guess so. Like, I've always known that I love making music, especially singing. Ever since I was a kid, I was like, I want to be a singer. It was my little secret. But like, yeah, even when I finished high school, I was like, I want to go on and make music, but I guess there's been times where it's been a bit harder to convince the people around me. It's always part, and it's always been my dream. So
Mm.
I'm really happy to be doing it.
Nice. At the moment as well, you're in a recording studio. What do you like about the recording studio environment? I was actually in a recording studio last night, just jamming with DJ decks, and it's such an exhilaration, a release from the outside world. Just shut the door, and it feels like heaven.
Yeah, it does. It's just like you shut everything else out for like as many hours as you need to be in the studio. It can be like sometimes you might also need like a bit of fresh air if you spend too much time in the studio, but I love it. It's like I forget about everything else and I just come to the studio to create or to record, and it just makes me feel there's something like that makes it feel like it's timeless, like time's not really a thing anymore when you're in the studio. Just go by and you're like, oh, what happened? Like we're just busy making music or singing or
Yeah.
you know
So I know you're singing, obviously. Do you play any instruments as well?
Yes, I played piano guitar. I'm not the best guitar player, but I am trying to incorporate that on stage a bit more. So the last show I did, I'm very proud of myself because I did play some piano and guitar. But I'm really a singer-songwriter.
Cool. And you mentioned being on stage. Do you do a lot of gigs in your city?
I try, yes. So I had my first show of the year last Saturday to promote the song, and I had loads of fun. And yeah, I'm just trying to do more of this because this is what I love doing. So I have another show in 3 weeks, and if that one goes well, that's like a quarter final of a competition that will might get me to play at the Isle of Wight festival, which would be amazing. So yeah, I'm just trying to manifest
Yeah.
more like festivals.
That's good. Getting
Yeah,
your name out there, just raising your profile.
not even about that. It's
Yeah.
just like a genuine so much fun.
Mm.
So
You know,
at the
having fun with music. That's one key part of being in the music business, isn't it? If you can have fun, then the rest comes together.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's not like the easiest. Like I do get nerves and like it might be stressful, like thinking about all the little details here and there. But then when the show starts and I actually get to play my first song, it just I feel like such a sense of relief, and I just want that moment to last forever.
I know whenever I've got a gig, I always get those pre-gig nerves, and the best way to do it is just think of you're in a swimming pool and just dive straight into the deep end and just go for it.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, believe in yourself as well.
Yeah.
Would you be open up for opening? So would you be open for collaborating with other artists? Musicians. Would you have anyone in mind, whether they're an established artist or just an ordinary musician from your city?
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm all up for collaborations. Like I used to collaborate a lot. I'm trying to get into collaboration a bit more as well. Am I allowed to say names? I don't even know like who I would say. Like yes, I have some names I think that I like to open for or collaborate with. But
Cool. All right then, that's brilliant. I wanted to touch on your new single "Cold" as well. It's such a lovely song. I describe it as well, it's kind of a ballad in a way, but I wanted to ask you what it's about. And I know it's got a nice beat to it as well. A nice beat does kick in there. But over to you now. What's this new single tell the listener about?
well, this song, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was like very scared of releasing it because it's quite like personal. I think it touches on a delicate topic and that sometimes we don't really talk about much, and you don't really hear about it in songs either. Yes, you're right. I would also describe it as like a piano ballad, like a pop modern piano ballad. I just got the inspiration one night when I was like coming back home after a nice session with my producer, listening to my music loudly on my headphones, super happy. I moved to London recently and I got scared. I genuinely got super scared because like I thought someone stopped me to ask me for some information, but then they started following me. And I was like, I think for the very first time I got really scared and I thought, what if something actually happened? Because you hear about all these stories all the time. And I used to tell my mom to just like chill and shut up, and she would tell me be careful this and that, because I would always be like kind of naive, kind of brave, like not very scared of like going out. But that time I really felt scared, and more than scared I felt angry. So I really wanted to speak about the topic because I don't think it's right that we should feel scared when walking home alone at night. And it's just something that I stand by really deeply. So I got home and I started writing that first verse, text me when you're home tonight. I've heard these words echo through my mind. And Mama called about 1,000 times and I told her there's no need to worry. But I didn't know that, something might happen. And just because it didn't happen to me doesn't mean that it couldn't, and I just wanted to have this picture of myself or whoever, just like being happy and naive and carefree and careless, walking down the streets and listening to music, which I think is very empowering and liberating.
Sure, because when you're out and about late at night, sometimes a lot of people do have their headphones on listening to music, so they are unguarded in a way. You don't know who's around you. So to create awareness on that, that's inspirational.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just think that we should all be able to listen to music with our noise cancellation on and just don't be wary all the time.
I wanted to ask you about your favourite musical genres. When you're listening to music, what musical genres are your favourites? Or do you like just music?
I love music. I love pop. I just love a good, catchy, cheesy. It can be super upbeat and put me in a really good mood, or it can be, I used to love power ballads. I used to love singing power ballads, just make me cry. And whenever I felt like I needed to cry, I just would put these songs on and then feel the emotions really much more deeply than I would without listening to music, I love all sorts of pop. I love Tate McRae. I love her new album. I love Ed Sheeran. Ariana Grande released a really cool album as well. I love Adele, Dua Lipa, all empowering women. And And yeah, I love a bit of everything. I love a bit of classical music as well, a bit of R&B-ish. I'm getting into it, but mainly pop.
Oh, that's good. Something for everyone there. You got good taste. It's good to have an open mind as well. This music business as well. Do you think it has come a long way with it's not been so male dominated as well? Do you think it is come a long way from how it has been, or do you think there's still more work to be done? Making it a fair field, for men and women.
I feel like there's still work to be
Mm.
done, to be honest. Gotta look like at the charts sometimes and the awards, and there's definitely still work to be done. Whether it's like for us women to like put up the work and speak up, or for the guys to kind of like um let us like into their own world. I'm not sure.
Mm. Mm.
I feel like there's work to be done, especially if you're looking at like female producers and stuff. But
Yeah.
like with everything, not just
Mm.
music.
Like all fields of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Well, like,
Who has been your role model in life? Who do you actually look up to? When you look back on the whole, is there someone who's really inspired you?
yeah, I mean, as a kid, I used to look up to a lot to like Celine Dion,
Mm.
but maybe like for her vocal range, I think. And then Ed Sheeran has inspired me so much. Like I think it's just unbelievable how he built an empire. I still remember when Lego House came out, and I was probably 12 or something like that. And now I see him like he's got a label and everything, and he's got a kid, and he's just and I think he's generally like such a nice person as well. That's what I look up in artists as well, whether they are genuine and what their beliefs are as well. Um,
Perfect. Yeah, sure. I just wanted to ask as well, social media platforms. I know social media is such a powerful tool, for better or for worse. I like to think it's positive. It's done me wonders. But your social media platforms. Are you on, your Instas and Facebook
yeah,
and so on?
yeah, of course I have to be. I don't mind Instagram. I downloaded it maybe 5 years ago, so pretty late compared to other people. Um, I didn't post much for like ages, and then when I started releasing music, I felt like I had to have a bit of a comeback. So I started putting the effort into it a bit more. I like it. It's just it can be like too much sometimes. You've always got to like have a story up and a post every other day, and I try and combine a bit of like what I'm doing with my music, but a bit of like who I am as a person and what I'm doing in my personal life as well. Because I think most of my followers were like friends first, you know what I mean? So
Mm.
they also want to genuinely know. TikTok, I hate it, but I just literally just like lately started to embrace it a bit more. And I feel like, you always feel very silly. Like I feel super silly when I am about to post a TikTok. I'm like, this is stupid. I'm not going to post it. But then I see other people succeed because of that silly little post. And I'm like, you know what? Life's too short.
Mm.
Just post it. It's not gonna do any harm. I hope anyway. So I'm trying to embrace that a bit more. Facebook, I am on it, but I feel like it's dying a little bit. I try. I think I am on every single social media platform that I can be, but even the threads that's new, I'm trying to. I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah, sure. It is a treadmill, social media. Well, I just want to say, very best of luck with your music. What I can do is play one of your tracks on my show now. Um, um, Milena Milena Galasso. Thank you for joining me on today's show. It's been really nice speaking with you. Refreshing talent, So yeah, keep doing what you do, and hope you find where you want to be, as you progress and mature with your music career.
No, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Right,
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak about my music.
brilliant. And this is your new single, Cold, which we'll play now for our listeners.
Thank you. Hope you enjoy it.